Hello, my name is Jose Mandela and welcome to my Week 10 Philadelphia Eagles prediction. Last week, big game, big loss. Don't worry about it, we lost 31-23. We had a lot of trouble in the red zone and we're going to talk about that right now. But that was last week and now it's this week. We're going to Soldier Field, Chicago, the Bears. We're playing them and we're going to beat them tonight on NBC at 8:20 tonight. Watch that game. And there's a couple of things that we're going to talk about right now. And first, we're going to start with the Chicago matchup. We'll talk about last week in a minute. But last year we lost to Chicago on Sunday night again, 20-24. Everybody remembers that game. We couldn't convert on 3rd and 1 and 4th and 1. We were actually on the 1 yard line and we couldn't punch it in. This time, we're going to not make the mistakes. We're going to punch it in and beat the Bears because we need to. We're 5-4. We need this game. It's not about how you start. It's about how you finish in the NFL. So, Jay Cutler and the Chicago Bears have been on a 10-day rest. They actually lost to the 49ers. It was a great game. 49ers did a great job. Good job, 49ers. But Jay Cutler threw 5 interceptions. Horrible day for him. And Chicago had a bad game last game, but they had 10 days to rest. So, they're actually ready and they have fresh legs. Just like us. We had a tough game. We come from California. Last week we did take the red eye home after that game in San Diego. So it's gonna be a big game for us. And it's at Soldier Field. And you know who's from Chicago? D-Nap number 5. But things to talk about. The overview for this game is the Eagles are coming off 2 tough losses. 2 to Dallas and 2 tough losses. 1 to Dallas and 1 to San Diego. And they need a win to keep pace with the Cowboys and NFC East. And they actually need to keep pace with the Giants because the Giants are tied with them too. So there's a couple big games like coming up now. We got right now we got the Bears and then we got the Redskins next week. So these games are huge. Like these games are really really big. So just like I said, it's not about how you start, it's about how you finish. And the Bears offensive line is responsible for much of the team's struggles. So everybody has to like Trent Cole. That's he's number 3 NFC with 7.5 sacks. He's having a great season, and we have a couple of interception kings in the secondary. Santi Samuels got 5 interceptions. Shannon Brown's got 4. So that's 9 total. We actually lead the league in takeaways and interceptions. We're actually tied with the New Orleans Saints. So that we need takeaways, and actually against San Diego was the first game this season that we didn't have 1 takeaway. So that actually was huge, and we lost by 8. So if we probably had a takeaway, probably would have tied the game up. It would have been a different ending. But that was last week, so we don't worry about last week. Sav Rocca had a horrible game last week. Sheldon Brown, he got his hamstring injury, but he's playing this week. We lost Hakeem Jordan, so Will Witherspoon will be moving his spot. Chris Gocom will be moving to the other same linebacker. In the middle will be Joe Mays and Jeremiah Trotter. So hopefully they stay on point. Dimitri Patterson, we need to do a patchwork on our defense. A lot of patchwork because Joselu Hansen is on a 4-game suspension for taking a diuretic after the NFC Championship game last year. And Ellis Hobbs is out for the season with a neck injury. So we actually picked up Razi Robinson is his name. This is his first game as an Eagle. And Dimitri Patterson and Jack Ikawana will hopefully Jack Ikawana will get his first game as a pro this week on Sunday Night Football, and it should be a big game for him because if it's first game as a pro, I know you'll be nervous. I'll be nervous. It's my first game as a pro, so hopefully he does well, and hopefully he stays in the package deal that Sean McDermott has. I know Sean McDermott is a great coach, and Andy Reid they get him ready. They get him even if they're rookies, just like we had Deshaun Jackson. He stepped in last year. Jimmy Macklin stepping in this year. Our rookies step in and they do the job. That's what I'm saying. You stay in your position, you stay in your holes, and attack the football. So that's what they need to do. Another thing is Michael Vick with the Wild Eagle. We're really not doing it. I don't know why he's here. Really, I just think we're doing him a favor, Michael Vick. So don't get too excited about the Wild Eagle. I really don't think that's going to be coming out that much because it messes up McNabb's flow of the game. So don't expect the Wild Eagle. I'll be surprised to see like 5 plays from like the Wild Eagle or the Wildcat formation. Actually, Michael Vick had one good throw last week. He created one to Deshaun Jackson that he dropped, but it was a little behind him. But hey, if the ball touches your hand, you catch it. McNabb's stats: he's got 1,600 yards, He's got 12 touchdowns and 4 interceptions. He's got 95.1 passer rating. And he's actually having a pretty good year since his injury, his ribs injuries in week 1. Brent Selleck's having a great year. 46 receptions, 533 yards. He's averaging 11.6 yards per catch. And he's got a team leading 5 touchdowns. And Deshaun Jackson is second, 34 receptions for 621 yards. He's actually leading the team with receiving yards, and he's got 4 touchdowns. Jeremy Maclin's with 4 touchdowns. He's got 413 yards and 31 receptions. Jason Avant, big game. Jason Avant, Mr. First Down. I've been talking to you about him all year. Michigan alumni, Jason Avant. Jason Avant had 8 receptions for 156 yards, and he's averaged 19.5 yards per catch last week. Everybody saw this one-handed catch. Like, whoop! One-handed catch. That was beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. But things I wanted to match up to watch is David Thompson had a big game last week. So we just stopped Matt Forte. Matt Forte is their top running back. He's incredible. Really good guy. The numbers, talk about the quarterbacks in different situations. Week 10 is arguably the worst game Jay Cutler had in his career. He threw 5 picks. On the other hand, Don McNabb racked up his season highs. McNabb had 35 completions. That was the first time since the last time we played San Diego in 2005 that he actually had 35 completions, and he had 2 touchdowns and 450 yards. So that was the second most yards he ever had. The most yards he ever had in one game was 464. So he had a great game. Awesome game for McNabb, but the red zone, we have to score in the red zone. We can't just score field goals the whole time. I know it's bringing up David Akers' stats. David Akers is actually 4th for NFC in field goals. He's 19 for 22. He's made 11 consecutive field goals. So he's actually doing pretty well. But we can't score field goals. We have to score in the red zone. We have to punch it to freak in. Punch it in, make them pay for their mistakes. A couple other things talk about is the head coach, Lovie Smith. Lovie Smith, he's 2-0 against us, so that's pretty good for him. Chicago has a bunch of stuff, but Chicago's really not that good. They're 20th in point score. We're 5th in point score. So there's a lot of things. Running game. Brian Westbrook out. Second concussion. Don't worry about him. He'll be out for at least 4 games. Hopefully he'll come back this season. Probably not. LaShawn McCoy, Shady McCoy. We need him to sink in and do this. He's got 353 yards. He's averaging 4.1 yards a carry. So hopefully he'll do good. My prediction this week was a tough one. I was thinking about it's going to be a close game or it's going to be a blowout. Because you don't know. Because the Eagles are inconsistent. But my prediction is going to be 31-21 Eagles. 31-21 Eagles. Sounds like a great score. I have a guest appearance I want to show you guys. It's called The Rapping Rodent. He's a pretty cool guy. I just want to show you him. Look, he's right here. Look, and this is pretty cool. Watch this.
Go, shawty.
Let's go, Eagles.
We gon' party like
It's your birthday.
We gon' party like it's your birthday. And you know we don't give a care, it's not your birthday. My flow, my show brought me the dough. That bought me all my fancy things. My crib, my cars, my clothes, my jewels. Look, homie, I done came up and I ain't changed.
I thought that was so funny when I bought it, but great. 31-21 is my prediction. Everybody watch. It's on NBC. Gonna be a great game. McNabb, knees. We're 5-4. This is the way. This is how it starts. We need a couple big games. 31-21. Let's go, Eagles. I bleed green. Eagles Nation, I love you. Mwah. Remember, believe in green, and it lives on. EAGLES. Eagles. Woo!